Have you felt it? That strange moment when a single breath feels heavier than it should, when your chest tightens for no clear reason, or a sudden rush of energy flickers behind your eyes. When focus slips through your fingers, yet something inside you whispers, pause, breathe. There's more here. If you've been feeling stuck, foggy, restless, or quietly exhausted, this message is for you. Because what if the problem isn't your discipline, but your breath? Today, many people interpret certain physical and emotional sensations not as malfunctions, but as signals, invitations. Symbolically, emotionally, energetically, your breath may be asking to be reclaimed, not as automatic survival, but as conscious participation in your own awakening. What ancient traditions sensed intuitively, modern science is now beginning to map. The meeting point, it's all happening in your brain. Breath is the first thing you do when you enter this world, and the last thing you release when you leave it. Between those two moments, it shapes everything. Mood, attention, resilience. Ancient cultures understood this instinctively. They didn't worship breath. They listened to it. They noticed that when breath became conscious, something deeper awakened, not escape, presence. And today, many people interpret breathwork as a bridge between instinct and intention, between survival and choice. What follows are experiences many people report when breath shifts from unconscious to intentional, not as diagnoses, but as symbols of transformation. The first experience is sudden heat or energy surges. You inhale sharply, and warmth blooms in the chest, the spine, the belly, sometimes subtle, sometimes unmistakable. Psychologically, many interpret this as nervous system activation, a system long locked in low gear, suddenly remembering its range. Spiritually, it's often described as dormant vitality, re-entering circulation, like embers meeting oxygen, not burning you, waking you. The second is mental clearing and focused stillness. Thoughts don't vanish, they line up. The noise thins, the mind feels spacious. Symbolically, many interpret this as coherence returning to the brain. Emotionally, it can feel like relief, as if you've been holding your breath for years and only now remembered how to exhale. Ancient traditions spoke of this as inner fire refining awareness. Modern language might call it optimization. Either way, clarity arrives. The third experience is emotional release without a story. Tears surface. Laughter breaks through. A sigh escapes you from somewhere ancient. There's no memory attached, no narrative. Hust movement. Many people interpret this as stored emotional energy. Psychologically, it mirrors stress, leaving the system. Spiritually, it's seen as breath reopening, closed chambers of feeling. Not to overwhelm, but to circulate. The fourth is tingling, vibration, or quiet electricity. Your hands buzz, your lips tingle. The scalp feels alive, not chaotic, but precise. Many interpret this sensation as the nervous system synchronizing, brain and body entering conversation instead of conflict. Energetically, traditions describe this as life force moving where attention goes. Breath becomes a conductor. You become the instrument. The fifth experience is an altered sense of time. Minutes stretch or vanish. The clock loosens its grip. Psychologically, this reflects deep presence, the brain stepping out of constant prediction. Spiritually, many describe this as touching the timeless layer beneath thought, not dissociation, but immersion. You are not leaving your body, you are entering it fully. The sixth is heightened creativity and insight. Ideas arrive unforced. Connections spark. Solutions surface from nowhere. Ancient yogic systems believed breath stoked inner fire, the flame of perception. Modern neuroscience observes increased synchronization across brain regions during focused breath. Different languages, same phenomenon. Creation accelerates when resistance softens. And the seventh experience is a desire to integrate, not escape. After the breath settles, you don't want to leave life. You want to engage it more clearly, more honestly. Symbolically, this marks the true shift. Breathwork isn't about peak states. It's about usable presence, a brain that can move between intensity and calm, a self that can choose. In recent years, science has begun mapping what ancient wisdom described metaphorically. Focused breathing is associated with vagal nerve stimulation, neurotransmitter balance, and shifts in brainwave patterns often linked to insight and integration. Symbolically, this suggests something profound. You are not overriding your biology. You are collaborating with it. Breath doesn't clash with the brain. It guides. Pathways reshape not through force, but through repetition and presence. Let's pause together, just for a moment. Inhale through the nose strong, deliberate. Exhale fully. Again, feel the body respond, not dramatically. Honestly, this isn't performance, it's permission. Ancient wisdom didn't promise miracles, it promised access. And modern science is beginning to agree. Taken together, these experiences reveal an archetype, the return of the conscious breather, a human no longer trapped in shallow survival rhythms, but fluent in their own nervous system. Old patterns dissolve, mental fog clears. The identity built around exhaustion loosens. You don't become someone new. You reclaim someone ancient, the one who knows how to regulate, how to ignite, how to rest. If you've felt seen by this message, you're not broken. You're not behind. You're remembering something fundamental. Breath is not a hack. It's a relationship, one you can return to every moment. If this resonated, let it move beyond this screen. Subscribe, comment, share your experience, not to prove anything, but to breathe together. Because the most ancient technology we have is still working, and it's been waiting for you. Thanks for watching. This is Finding Kundalini Awakening.